Okay. So this is probably an unexpected video, but I played a really good Trapper game and I want to like talk about my thought process while I was playing because I would say I'm better than the average player at Trapper. And this game is like very good proof of that. And I have games like this all the time. But there's a lot of like this game will showcase like why Trapper is more complicated than a lot of people think. Let me see. Oh yeah, this audio. Oh, this audio is not gonna play. Here, let me add a thing for that. Okay, that should do it. Yeah. So I do just want to preface this video by saying like this game is not perfect and I actually fuck up quite a bit. Like I had a really bad start and I actually misplayed something really heavily. And Ormond, dude, there's a lot of maps that are just like insanely tricky to get value on. Like there's some maps where like it's really hard to place traps in certain places with the time that you do have to have it all like come together and be efficient and good. Um, Maps like Crotus Pen Asylum, Haddonfield, um, any map with good grass is great. But then you get maps like Ormond, you get maps like Hawkins Laboratory where it is so fucked. It's very hard to play on those maps. And I got shit on when I played Hawkins last time. Last time I played Hawkins National Laboratory, I just got shit on. But let's just talk about this game. Because from what I recall, I have not lost many Trapper games on Ormond, and I don't know why. Even though Ormond is a weak map for Trapper, since it's fucking like your traps pop out and like sore thumbs. Going when I'm singing, cause when I'm gone, just carry on, don't mourn, rejoice. And I'll pause to like explain my thought process. Okay, thought process here is like the first thing I'm thinking is okay, I want to trap. Also, forgive me for the quality. It's not going to get better. Here, I can actually try to make it better. There, we'll do that. Um, okay, the thought process at the start of the game is basically let me trap a tile or two. Because think about it. Like, you're gonna make distance across the fucking map, right? And you're gonna pick up traps as you're doing that. So if I trap tiles early on now, people will kind of like rotate to these tiles eventually. And if I take a chase later and these traps are hidden enough, they won't find these traps. And that's kind of like the goal. But you'll see like I'm I kind of I'm kind of like walking around here. I go into this tile and I'm like, dude, is there any good grass to like place something down on? And there's really not. So I say, fuck it. I'm not even gonna place a trap. There is a loop here though. You see this loop that I'm on? This loop, I'm like, okay, this is a good loop. I will place a trap on the edge. And remember, we're placing traps on the edge of loops. We're not placing traps on the pallet because we want our traps to kind of be hard to see and in unpredictable places. If you place it right on the pallet, people will see that immediately, and we kind of want to we want to increase the odds. And by the way, that trap that I just placed actually has effect later in the game based on the decision making I make literally at the end of the game. So we do that, we pick up this trap, and then I'm not getting a lot of opportunity to place good traps. I even avoid placing any traps in here because even main building is like, it's just so obvious to see a trap. Like even this fucking fireplace, like I can't place traps next to this generator. Okay, here I'm trying to place a trap because I know that if I place a trap right now and I go chase this player and I kill that player, like I hook them, the odds that I can get value from a hook with this trap being here is actually very good. And the reason why is because this is a common path for survivors to take. And if we back up, you'll see this is the first place this player goes. They don't run to the right of the staircase. They go you see how they just hug that corner? That's the idea. And placing a trap on the top of a staircase like this makes it very hard to see. Um so I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like the game hates me, bro. The game just for some reason when you do try to place these traps, it just doesn't like you and it won't let you place it. So if I want to try to do this in the future, I would probably like walk actually up on the same elevation and then turn around. But I just really wanted to try to get it down here, and I just couldn't. So I was like, fuck it, dude.
So fucking broken.
And then I said, yeah, the game's fucking broken. It kind of
This
is.
game
Like,
is so broken. It's actually crazy.
okay, so here it's like you have to ask yourself, do I want to take this chase? And the answer is yes, because we're kind of at an unsafe palette. If I can get an injury, like, cool. But I have really no pressure in terms of my traps right now. Like zero. And the reason why is because I have a shitty main building. Uh, and the whole fucking map is like white as snow. Literally, it's snow. So I can't place. There's less opportunity for me to place good traps. So I'm just. This is why Ormond fucking blows. Also,
Crazy.
I want to show you guys this because this is sick. Like, I am so happy about this. Right here, you see this tree to my right? This is something you can do with any killer. If we could look up Warbly Void Twitch, this is literally the POV of the guy that I'm going against. Son of a bitch, dude. There's no such thing. What the hell is his name? Am I tripping? Oh, Wambly. It's Wambly Void.
So
okay,
crazy.
my bad. It's Wambly Void, so let's pause here. Okay. I thought it was Warbly for some reason, but it's Wambly. Here we go. So we go here, and we're gonna go to videos here, and we're gonna go all the way back here.
Didn't realize
That's epic.
And then we're gonna skip ahead.
It's actually video game. Incredible.
Okay, so look at what happens here. Look at this guy's screen, right?
Easy said, what's your favorite zombies game?
So I want to take control of the palette. The reason I want to take control of the palette immediately is because if I play this correctly around the tree, which you'll see right here, watch this. The moment his camera is, the moment I am blocked from view because of this tree is when I change my red stain. You'll literally see my red stain over here. And this is because, you'll see, it's a fake, right? So in his mind...
Nice! Nice turnaround there, killer.
Easy said, what's your favorite
So look at this again, right? I'm not even going to pause it.
Nice!
And if you watch really closely, look at my character right before he rounds the tree. Watch my character. See right there? See right here, where I'm going backwards like I'm faking? That puts me past the tree. And so by the time I'm actually committing, which he doesn't know, I'm gonna get in my hit. Look at that. I mean, it's just perfect, bro. It's just perfect. So you'll see that from my perspective again. I see him past the tree. We go back. Boom. Look at that. I mean, it's just so good. So now that I've gotten a hit because I'm good at the game, I am pushing him towards Shack, and this is really good for me. I basically get a Shack down because he greeted that pallet, and now I have distance to Shack, which is fucking incredible. Now I end up actually squandering this opportunity because I'm stupid, but we don't talk about that.
You guys know what time it is? It's
Well,
gate time.
Well, we will talk about it.
Gate time.
Hey, you hear me saying gate time here? Sorry, I should zoom in. I should zoom in again. You hear me saying gate time because there's this tech that I really haven't seen people use it or make it, so I just call it trap gates.
Oh, gatey.
What trap gates are is this trap location right here. I'm gonna set it, and then you'll notice when I look back at it here. See how there's this distance right here? So there's this distance. Survivors cannot walk around this. I'm like 95% confident they will get trapped if they try. They're too fat. This distance here, they can walk around. Unless I place my hitbox here. If I put my hitbox here, they are trapped in basement. And I can follow someone in, they get the trade, and then I can sit here, right? So what happens is the endurance timer on the survivor who's injured goes down, and it's likely that I can hit the healthy survivor, and I can guarantee myself a down and an injury, and then I can follow that injured person out of basement and get a kill. And you know what I might start doing in hindsight? I just realized this, like, right now. I just realized this. What I can
You guys know
do...
what time it is? It's gate time.
Sorry, I click because I expect Twitch to know that that's what pausing means, but they're fucking brain dead with their platform.
You guys
So right here, what I can actually do in hindsight is I can place a trap right here as I'm following them into basement. And the reason I would want to do that is because I can make it really hard for a survivor to take the window. So they're gonna force themselves to take this doorway, right? Because think about it, if I trap here, they have to walk around and then loop, and then go to the vault, which takes a lot longer. I guess I have to do the same movement. I don't know. I'll try it sometime. Anyways, I'll try it sometime. Anyways, we set that up, and now look at what I do here, right? This trap, unfortunately, I don't know why it never got value. It's actually insane to me. This trap right here, I always place this trap. It's so good. You place a trap in the grass on like a random corner of shack. Like a random corner. And you see, I even placed it like a little bit further to the side. Because if, like survivors, they will snap onto that, right? So now I've got a pretty nice setup back there. And then this ace here, I grab a trap. This is what I'm talking about when it's, you can kind of just get, sorry, that's lag. Literal lag. This guy saw me set this here, so he's gonna walk around it. Well played. It's a ideally you don't want survivors to see your trap locations, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. Like it's just fucking unlucky, like that he had to see that. Like it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. And then the survivor gets saved, and I should have expected this. I didn't for some reason. I was being fucking dumb. But you'll see, I don't get value from my gate now. I'm not there quick enough, and that's a shame. Like I fucked that up. So GG's there. But I try to body block to get the endurance to go away, and I don't get it because the Ada makes a good play. So GG, whatever. We get rid of Shack Pallet, and then now I'm gonna try to get a quick down on Ada, but they're here for a body block, which is nice. And I actually, this is a great play, what I do here. So I know that I have Q stacks, and I know that this Ellen Ripley is probably going to follow her through the pallet, and she doesn't. Well, actually, she does. So what I can do is I know that Ellen Ripley is she's going to body block this. So the Ada is not going to be able to go through the pallet, ideally. So I switch last second, and then I catch her off guard, and I do a Q strike all the way through. So a Q lunge. I know that this Ripley doesn't have a flashlight. She has a med kit, so I don't have to worry about a flashlight save here. And then now I'm carrying Ada all the way to the shack. And I actually make it. Like, surprisingly, I actually make it. And then here I'm like, okay, I was a dumbass for, like, fucking this up last time, so I'm not gonna fuck it up.
I think I'll place one. I think my backup will be here.
Yeah, I called this a backup. Also, I lagged like 6 times here. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I called
place it though.
I call that a backup because, and maybe I should be placing a backup because just in case I don't get into Shack fast enough, I can put it there. And you know, yeah, I'm not sure. I might even place that. I might even place the gate in the middle of this, like, in the stairs, like middle of the stairs. Let me think. Why would I want to do that? No, I wouldn't want to do that. For reasons described earlier. Yeah, we want to keep it at the bottom. That's right. Okay. So here, coup de grace, extremely strong as always. I'm not really giving a fuck about the obsession taking away ST whatever stacks. Here we go. This is good. So here we make it. I swing just in case they get there in time, and this is the application of a gate. So the first time we're here. Now I'm waiting, right? There's no reason. I waited for a while there. There's no reason to really do anything but wait there. And then I slap him and I get ready to kill the Ada. And we get the Ada. That's how the endurance works, right? We waited out the endurance. Fucking perfect. Now the ace, unfortunately, is able to make a lot of distance. Dude, if I didn't miss that, we would have been fucking fine. We would have been fine if I didn't miss that, but she played it really well. Like, it's just a damn shame. I think I swung too early, and so I said, fuck it, I'll just go take my hook. But imagine what would have happened if I got this down. If I got this swing, she would have been in basement. Pretty sure I can make that. I might be wrong, but I did it with Ada, so I would have said, fuck it, I'm just gonna try to get you into basement, and if I drop, then, like, too bad, but if I make it, I make it, you know? I wish I would have fucking gotten that. It would have been so good. So I just leave. I pick up Ada, and I say, okay, you're going back in. But you can see, right? You can see here how incredibly dangerous the gate is. The gate is actually so fucking strong. It's crazy how good it is. Because look at that, a healthy survivor unhooked, and I almost got 2 people in basement out of that transaction. Now, what a lot of people say is like, oh, trap all the exits of Shack. Always trap all the exits of Shack, right? And honestly, I might start trapping the window specifically, and have the 2 doors open. And the reason why is because if I trap the window early on in the game, and I make a gate later in the game, I can basically guarantee that they leave out of a door in Shack that is preferable for me. Okay? So what that means is right here, right? Let's say the window's trapped. This door is where I want survivors to leave from, right? And the reason why is because I have this trap here, and they have to run left all the way to a really far tile. If they take the window, it like cuts that in like by a third. So had the ace been forced to go out that door, I would have killed him way earlier, like way earlier. Um, Now this door that we're at right now, if the window is trapped, notice I have a trap in my inventory, right? So if the window's trapped, by the time someone runs into basement, I can just trap this door, follow them, and then play gate. They run out, only one way out through that door, which they take. So the only person left alive, because I will get 2 hits at the bottom of stairs, like guaranteed. They will take that door. They will not take the window, and I will catch up before they can get to other tiles. Ideally, I'll try that next time if I think of it. Um, and I could have done that here because I had a backup trap. Damn. Oh well. Now I placed that there. Okay, there's a reason I do that. The reason I placed that trap there is because survivors, what they do in their mind is they think to themselves, um, this is where this guy places his traps. They're there, they're gonna be there again probably. It's good to like switch up your trap placements a little bit. And sure, that gets rid of my gate, but I'm like, fuck it, I'll just play the gate at the top, like whatever, the trap gate. Someone snuck in earlier, so I'm extra cautious here. I just kicked the gen and kind of patrol a little bit. And then I realized something, right? A notification just went off over there. And this is just me just trapping a generator. But a notification went off over there, so I know that there's a player over there. And then look what happens here. Something really interesting happens. I find this Ellen Ripley and I get a very fast hit. So what this means is we have a player that's on the other side of main, and we have an Ellen Ripley right here who is not going to commit to Shack. The third player is unknown. I gambled and I said, fuck it. I don't care. Like, they're not gonna pick up this person in basement. I was like confident that they would not commit to basement after the shit that they just went through, like the actual like dangerous gameplay, risky gameplay. I'm like, nah, they're not gonna commit to that. They'll let her die. They're at 1 gen left. They're definitely not gonna commit to getting basement. So here I say, fuck it. Okay. They're not going to save basement. I know they're not going to save basement. I'm actually committing. So I commit. Especially with the person on hook that low. And then of course, Q grants me a hit. I didn't really have to use it, but whatever. I don't give a shit. And then here we pick up. And now the game is looking really nice for me, actually. Contrary to popular belief. I'm happy with this. The reason... Okay, if you ever get a kill with Trapper, I'm just going to say it right now. If you get a kill with Trapper, the game is like 100 times more possible to win. 4 players against Trapper is very tough to deal with. That's why the basement strat is so good. Like the gates and all that, because usually basement guarantees me a kill. And usually it guarantees me a kill way before this, by the way. And sometimes it wins me games. But in this case, I have a player on hook, and I have 2 people alive with a gen left. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like, okay, this is fine. I can deal with this, hopefully. I wanted to check that that ace wasn't nearby, and then I go this way, and I'm pretty sure I should have pressured that gen, but now it gets completed, which, unfortunate, is what it is. So I say, okay. So I commit to this hit, and I'm thinking in my mind right now, the other player is going to save, and then they are going to do the gate. So fuck the ace, I need to go pressure that immediately. If I don't, I lose the game. So I do that. Of course they're at the gate, why wouldn't they be? Now look at where the Ellen is running. I'm pretty sure there's a gate back here. No, there's not. Wait. Am I stupid? Oh my god, there's no gate back there. Okay. So when I'm chasing here, I'm like, oh my god, this entire side of the map is a dead zone. Like, there's literally nothing over here. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. I have to down this girl. Or I just have to get it down on this side of the map somewhere. I don't mind hitting Steve here because they're not going to make it fucking anywhere. I have Q and Rapid Brutality. They're not going to go anywhere. Like, basically guaranteed. Now this Steve, unfortunate. Rest in peace, brother. Q gets me the hit. And then now I make a decision, right? Think about it like this. The only way I'm winning this game right now is if the players play very altruistically. Like, I have to slug someone, and then I have to get them to try to save that person. That's the goal. If I don't do that, like, if I just hook this Steve right now, GG, I might as well throw the game away. There's literally no point. So what I say is, okay, the ace is going to do the gate and handle picking up Steve. In that time, I have to down Ellen, and I have to hook her, preferably, hopefully hook her, somewhere in the back corner of the map, if I could get that, or just on this side of the map somewhere. That's the goal. So I cut her off, naturally. She knows that I'm cutting her off, so she doesn't commit, which is great. And then she goes back towards the side of the map, which is a huge mistake. Huge mistake for her. And this is like the worst possible place in the entire map she goes. And then she really fucks up, honestly. I don't know why she did that. She's kind of a bot. And so now the Steve is still on the ground by the time I make that down. So here we go. Here we are again. We're pressuring, right? We're pressuring. This is good. They could have left right here, I'm pretty sure, but I know they're playing altruistically, so I'm like, okay, cool. Now here's something really weird that happens, right? I was thinking about trapping this, and then I was like, you know what? There's no fucking point. Like, if I set down this trap, they're gonna go double heal this chick, and then there's a trap here, but like it does nothing. So I literally just like, okay, fuck it. What am I doing? Like, I'll just zone these guys towards the person who's downed. I don't chase the ace. No purpose in that. I just kind of patrol my pressure back here in this part of the map. And then she picks herself up with I thought it was another player, but it was Unbreakable. And then she's just a bot, so GG. In this situation, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have to do something. I literally pause here because I'm like thinking, like, what am I gonna do next? How do I win this? And then I see an opportunity, right? Remember that trap I said that would come back later, like way later in the game? I'm thinking here, what am I gonna do? And then I see that lone trap, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's a tile there. So if I hook this person and someone decides to run that tile, um, to like try to get the hook, which is totally possible, that right there is my best bet. So I say, fuck it, hook this girl up, and I'm going to influence my decision here in the match by hooking next to this trap because nobody knows it's there, and if I can get someone caught in it, it's fucking GG, like it's over. Um, so now what I do is I go back towards the gate, and then I notice nobody's here, so I'm like, okay, they're not on the gate, they are not anywhere where I was previously next to the hook. So that means, by definition, that unless they were literally sitting at the edge of main to go grab the save right as I looked away, they're not there. So I'm just gonna place this trap. And then they do something really dumb here. Like these players, I don't know what they were doing. But I just hear a yell and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit, I'll take it. So he runs, but then I hear the Steve and I'm like, oh shit, this Steve is fucked. So I take this, and then I know he's gonna run to the gate. I don't have to worry about the pallet here. I really don't, because I know that he has no idea that the trap is there. He doesn't know. So I'm perfectly comfortable um using that Q stack, and then I of course down him, and now the game is looking really interesting because I have 200 players. I have a trapped gate and a Steve that's slugged on the ground. Now it's like, dude, this is fucking everything is coming together. So and then this happens. I'm just being thrown fucking bones right now. So I down her. Remember, don't swing at the window. Don't be stupid. Here we go. Get her. Now at this point in the game, I'm like, okay, he's picking up Steve, so I go back. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I could have easily 4K'd. I could have easily 4K'd. So right now, what I'm thinking in my mind is, okay, he just opened the gate and now he's healing Steve. Assuming Steve is 99, which he might be, they will book it for the gate. I'm going to stop that, so I walk on this side of the rock. I notice that he stops healing. Now right here, I'm not gonna lie, I really admittedly could have gotten a 4K. Um, but I say, fuck it, dude. What are you gonna do if I hook this Steve? You know? So I just hook the Steve. And then he leaves. And then that's it. GG. 3K. I win.
I'm so fucking good at this game, dude.
I didn't want to risk going for the ace. You never know what can happen. Going for the ace there is just another mistake waiting to happen. And then if he runs into the map, like why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like right here, if I pick up this player, the ace can't do shit. Like, I pick up Steve. The ace is currently on the other side of this pallet. He has to run all the way across the map for that Ellen. There is no way that this is worth doing, right? So even if he started booking it, who gives a shit? I hook this player. I hook this player, and then Ace would probably be at that corner by now, of main. You're not getting anywhere, bro. You're really not getting anywhere. And what are you gonna do? Like save Steve while injured? I'm not gonna let that happen. No way. So
I'm so fucking good at this
there you
game,
go,
dude, I'm
GG,
telling
man.
you. Like, I'm just so good at it.
Also, another thing, I'm not gonna get flashlight saved because I know that Ace doesn't have a flashlight. Like these are things you have to pay attention to. Yeah, he had nothing in his hand, and that's it.
I'm
So a lot of people are gonna say like, oh, those survivors are dog shit, and could they have played better? I mean, absolutely. But you also have to kind of appreciate a lot of my gameplay here and my decision making. Like if I had not done a majority of the decisions I made in this map with the knowledge that I have of the game, I wouldn't have won. And there were like literally 3 or 4 points during the entire game where those decisions were incredibly important. Um,
just so good at it. Like,
but
it's
there you
crazy
go.
how good I am at this game.